Now posters have emerged and posters read Raj Tilak ki Karo Taiyari, aa rahe hain Bhagudari. So hailing Eknath Shinde as their supreme leader, these posters have now emerged in Thane. Now that's also a stronghold of Eknath Shinde. Arunil, this was a matter of time that we saw this kind of a, joyous Eknath Shinde camp supporters here based in Thane, because Eknath Shinde clearly has the numbers right now.
But now Eknath Shinde cannot be presented as a leader of Thane, because he has the support of all the Shiv Sena MPs, to more than two-thirds of the Shiv Sena MLAs, beg your pardon. And these MLAs are not only from Thane. There are many MLAs from Marathwada, there are many MLAs from Konkan. Deepak Kesarkar himself, a close confidant of CM Uddhav Thackeray. He is from all the way from Konkan, from Sindhudurg. If you look at some of the examples like Sada Sarvankar, he is from the Shiv Sena bastion of Dadar, the core of Mumbai, the core of Shiv Sena, from where Shiv Sena actually took birth, you can say. So yes, Eknath Shinde has got their support, and yes, right from Thane to Palghar, to Shahapur, to Konkan, these posters have been put up in support of Eknath Shinde, presenting him as the new messiah of Hindutva. In no time we can see a poster like a Hindu Hriday Samrat being bestowed on him as well. Now coming to Devendra Fadnavis is the same person who had joined hands with Ajit Pawar. There was massive embarrassment for him, but he turned it around within 2.5 years. Now we see the picture has completely turned around, and probably Sanjay Raut, if he can use those words, Sanjay Raut has, or the Shiv Sena of Sanjay Raut has fallen on its face. Eknath Shinde has deserted them. Eknath Shinde was supposed to be their main soldier. He basically took away all the Shiv Sena MLAs, and now the planning is being done inside the residence of Devendra Fadnavis, somebody who faced embarrassment in 2009.
Story is moving, and it's moving fast, because we saw how it all began with 34 MLAs who signed that document, who spoke of why they were convinced to now join hands with the Shinde camp. 34 was the number back then. They pledged allegiance to the Shinde camp. And look at how the number has been growing rapidly. Now it's reached about 3940 easily. And that's the bottom figure that we're talking about. A basic of 3940 that has been attained by the Shinde camp. If we talk about the Sena MLAs only. If we include the independents, it goes up to 41, 42, which means that currently Shinde is in a very, very comfortable position. He has nothing to worry about. The next step, Arunil, is going to be approaching the governor, seeking an appointment. Now, what happens next? We're also being told that perhaps the Goa governor could come in. Do we have a confirmation on that?
Well, there have been reports that the Goa governor, Mr. Pillai, will be called in because the governor of Maharashtra, Mr. Bhagat Singh Koshari, had taken ill due to COVID-19. He himself had tweeted about it, and he has been hospitalized. Now, whether Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis will be playing the wait-and-watch game for 2 more days, whether more dents will be made into the Shiv Sena party, because the numbers are clearly on the side of Eknath Shinde. Now, the MLAs who are at present with CM Uddhav Thackeray, they must be feeling those jitters, because they face the threat of being left out of the party altogether, losing their MLA post as well, because the whip lies with Eknath Shinde now. The whip has been made, Bharat Seth Gogaule, the MLA from Raigad, has been made the chief whip by Eknath Shinde. And going by the whip, even Aditya Thackeray will have to fall in line. If he doesn't fall in line, the whip has all the powers to take punitive measures against Aditya Thackeray. Aditya Thackeray, the son of CM Uddhav Thackeray. So yes, everything falling in place for the Eknath Shinde camp. It looks like, because they have the real numbers, they have the numbers to avoid the anti-defection law, and whether they will wait and make more dents into the Shiv Sena, or whether they will take the plunge now, that only we will have to wait and watch and see.
Numbers clearly stacked for Eknath Shinde and against the Uddhav camp. We're being told he's just left with about 4 MPs. Forget MLAs. The number of MLAs has also come down, and I believe, Arunil, it's just about 10 to 12 right now. But the number of MPs who have now moved to Shinde camp, who have openly extended support to Shinde camp, that's also an important development, and that speaks volumes of the kind of emotion that exists within the core Shiv Sena camp. How is it that within a matter of hours, all of these Shiv Sena MLAs and now MPs as well are willing to extend support to Eknath Shinde? Either they feel that they're not left with any option, or they are actually convinced by what Eknath Shinde is putting out.
Well, that is very rightly put up by you, because this disintegration of CM Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena party is unprecedented. But it cannot be called as unexpected, because there are most of these MLAs who are with Eknath Shinde, they had written letters. Many of them had spoken on stage as well against Congress and the NCP. There is Bharat Sheth Gogawale, I mentioned about it. He's been made the whip now.